up, guys? Welcome back to the Comics Clash. It's Isaiah, and today I went to Fan Expo Canada, and it was just in my area at the Metro Toronto Convention Center, and it was quite a fun time. So I want to tell you guys about my experience and kind of the stuff that I got there, and just everything about how it went at Fan Expo Canada. So I haven't been posting a lot of full videos recently. I'm gonna get back onto that, but my shorts have been doing pretty good. So if you're new to the channel, please make sure to leave a like on this video, and thanks for watching. Anyway, so to start off, Fan Expo was pretty good this year. It was much bigger than it was last year. Last year in 2021, they totally downsized it, but that was because of COVID. But now it's back to normal. There's a lot of stuff. There's like video game section, Lego section. There's just a whole bunch of different stuff, and it was a lot of fun. There's the celebrity section, which was probably the most busy part of the convention center, and I wouldn't blame it, but usually there are only about like 5 to 6 celebrities out, and then they did like rotating shifts. So not all the Stranger Things cast was out at the same time because they were at the convention center as well. And there are a bunch of groups of people who are like a part of one show, like the Hobbits from Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. And then there were also just a bunch of different people, some guys from Clerks, some people from The Mandalorian. You got Carl Weathers and the guy who plays Moff Gideon. So there are different kind of groups of people from different kind of shows, and they never all came on at the same time, so you didn't really get to see them that much. But yeah, it was set up pretty nice, and the lines were huge though, and I didn't get to meet with any celebrities, but I got to see a lot of their faces while walking down the row and just checking out what was going on. I actually did get a picture of Tyler Hoechlin. He plays Superman on Superman and Lois, and yeah, it was pretty cool to see him in at Fan Expo. But I didn't really get to talk up to any celebrities or anything like that. But it was still a great time seeing everyone who was there. With that said, now let's talk about what I got there. So I didn't get too much there because it was pretty overpriced. I wanted to get this set of Ghostbusters Funko Pops because they had Ghostbuster Lucas, Ghostbuster Mike, Ghostbuster Dustin, and Ghostbuster Will. But the total price of all those combined was over $200. So I didn't feel like getting that, and yeah, it was just insanely priced how much those ones were, but I know they are pretty rare. I was thinking about getting them, but I'm like, nah, I think I'll leave it, and if I find them somewhere cheaper, I'll definitely get them for sure. But yeah, they're probably the coolest thing that I saw there, and that I was really itching to get. But I did get this Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad. I have pretty much all the Suicide Squad collection in the back, but I don't have the 2 Harley Quinns. So yeah, I just got this one, and I need the one from the Jotunheim scenes, the one where she's in the dress. But yeah, it was pretty good that I got this one. It was only $15, just a regular price pop. But yeah, I like the look of it. And yeah, now it's completing my The Suicide Squad collection, so that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of different Funko Pops that I saw that were actually extremely rare. There was the Andrew Garfield original Funko Pop, the Amazing Spider-Man one, and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 one. And they were so overpriced. They're ugly. They're so ugly, the Pops. But I get that they are really rare. The original one, the Amazing Spider-Man one, was $700, and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 one was $600. So I was like, that's insanely overpriced. I get that they're rare, but they look so ugly, and yeah, I don't like the look of them at all. But I'm really excited for the new No Way Home Pops that are supposed to be coming out. They got Toby, Andrew, and Tom all together in the pop set, so I'm really excited. I'm going to get that one. I'm probably going to get the Doc Ock one that they also announced, so that's pretty cool. Funko Pops there are overpriced. It's really hard because there's different stands that have different prices. Like the lowest you can get is like $12, and then you can sometimes bargain for 10 and stuff. So there are a lot of different stands that go pretty low for their Funko Pops, and there are a lot of stands that go really high for their Funko Pops. So the ones that have more pops, usually they go a lot higher, and they do different prices on different pops. So I saw some really cool ones, but they were pretty overpriced for what they were, and I probably could have gotten them online for cheaper. But yeah, there are a lot of different pops. You could probably find any pop that you wanted there. But yeah, a lot of the prices were kind of insane. So I just got this Harley Quinn one. Thought it was pretty cool, and yeah. Well, I did not get to see some celebrities. I did get an autograph for a comic book that I got. It's the author from Batman White Knight. It's Sean Murphy. He signed the copy of my book for that. And yeah, I really liked this novel. If you guys haven't read Batman White Knight, it's probably one of the best original Batman stories. Here, he also drew this little picture of Batman. It's not very good, but it's cool that he drew it for me. And yeah, so this is probably one of my favorite Batman story. And it's just really interesting seeing what happens with the Joker and Batman in this one. If you haven't read Batman White Knight, you definitely should. It is one of the better Batman storylines. But yeah, So he signed that book, and I was kind of looking for another author. His name's Jason Fabok, because he's the writer of Batman the Three Jokers, but I couldn't find him. It said that he was going to be there at the expo, but I wasn't able to find him. Too bad, but I really do love the Batman Three Jokers. It's also a really great Batman story. And also, I forgot to mention that I cosplayed as Batman inside the expo, and that was a lot of fun. Just a lot of people came up to me and said that's a cool costume, so that made me really happy. And yeah, I just had a whole lot of fun with the Batman stuff of this Comic Con Expo. Now, usually at the expo, there are just one certain thing that's really popular that brings a lot of people in. Last year, it was something like Squid Game. In 2019, it was something like Endgame, which was really big. And the most popular thing this year was probably Stranger Things. And that's why a lot of the Stranger Things Funko Pops were so overpriced. They were selling stuff for Eddie at like $100. The Funko Pop of Eddie Munson was really insanely overpriced, and that's because you could have got it signed by Joseph Quinn there, and that would have been worth a whole lot. If Eddie doesn't come back in season 5, that Funko Pop will be worth so much. So yeah, there were a lot of different things that were popular around with the Stranger Things stuff, but there was also a lot of different stuff that was kind of popular too with the anime and stuff. And it feels like anime is kind of slowly taking over the expo, because a lot of things there's just stands that are purely for anime, and then it feels like there's less Marvel, DC, and comic book stuff around at the expo, and it's more focusing on anime in certain parts of it, and feels like anime is kind of slowly taking over the expo. But that's why I love Comic Con so much, because Comic Con, it's fully about comics. You get to do everything comic booky. It's Marvel, DC, Image Comics. It's everything comic booky, and it's not really anime or anything like that. So that's why I kind of like Comic Con slightly better than the Fan Expo. Sure, Fan Expo has those celebrities, but Comic Con is totally for the real comic geeks, and I'm a real comic geek. So yeah, I really like Comic Con. But yeah, so just a lot of stuff that was really popular. Before we go, I just have a couple of stuff to show you guys. So the things I showed you before I actually bought from the expo, but this other stuff I just got for free. So there's just a map of the expo over here. So it just shows who was here. That's the hobbits over there. There's just a bunch of other people that they listed over here. And then here, look, it just shows a whole bunch of the celebrities that were here. I didn't know a couple of them, but most of them were pretty popular. You got the hobbits, the people from Star Wars, Stranger Things, everything like that. And then here's just like the full map of the convention center, and it took me a while to figure out how to get to every part of the convention center, but once I did, I figured out that most of the stuff wasn't really all just buying and like celebrities and stuff like that. So there's just a bunch of panels and stuff. But yeah, and then there's some other free things here. I got like a comic book. This is just a guide to like a new action figure that they're coming out with. Free comic book, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's just a bunch of random stuff that they gave me. None of it really fits my interest, but yeah, I'll probably read that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic tonight. So yeah, there's a lot of free stuff that they gave away. Also, I got totally scammed with a free giveaway thing. So they asked me to download this app. It's called like What App or something like that. And it's supposed to be an app where it's like an online shopping thing. And you're supposed to download it so you could get a free turn at the claw machine. And totally got scammed. It took me like 20 minutes to set up an account and figure out how to use the app, because the lady was really strict about having the app. You have to have the app to use the claw machine. And I totally got scammed, because I was doing the app for like 20 minutes, and then me and my friend, we went to go to the claw machine. Both of us took a turn. We didn't get anything. I took an extra turn because I was like totally getting mad that I got scammed, and yeah, it didn't work at all. And I didn't see anyone get it. Only like 3 or 4 people that I saw got it. So like we walked past there like a bunch of times, and I only saw like 3 or 4 people actually get something from the claw machine. So that was kind of a total scam. But of course, Fan Expo is going to be full of scams. There's a lot of overpriced stuff, but yeah, it's still a whole lot of fun. And if you guys are going to Fan Expo next year, or Fan Expo near your area, you guys should totally go. Even if you're like just considering, you definitely should go. It's a whole lot of fun, and Fan Expo is definitely the place for comic book nerds, anime weebs, everything like that. A whole lot of fun at the expos, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're going to Fan Expo anywhere near you soon, tell me. That would be awesome. I'd love to hear if you guys are going anywhere. But yeah, with that, stay tuned for the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.